Y'all, we're back. Mr. Tyler is back in rotation. See, it's the benefit of posting every day, y'all. You get to catch videos as soon as they're posted. I'm reacting to this like 5 hours after he posted it. And we gonna see with Mr. Tyler. I was very impressed with the Invincible or Mark versus Ben 10. And I got scared because you were like glazing Mark a little bit. I'm gonna call him Mark. He don't get Invincible because he lost. But he was glazing Mark a little bit. And I was like, okay, now is Mark about to beat Ben? Because there's no way, right? And then he picked himself back up, and I was like, good job. You're in the rotation now. Let's see what the word is. And let's see. Alien X Solos, your favorite verse. Your favorite verse. Which is true. Alien X beats anybody you can think of. Like, he's just. We got a glaze band. We glaze band over here. You don't want me making somebody versus. People will get upset. I will literally make Ben stronger than anybody I ever put him against. Except maybe Goku. I like Goku a lot. But we're gonna see Mr. Tyler. Don't do this to me, man. I don't know what day it is. It's probably Monday. Monday, man. You just posted this. Don't do. I literally was gonna react to something else. Don't do this to me. This better not be clickbait.
Alien X is without a doubt the most powerful alien in Ben 10's roster and the most
Of course.
powerful race in the series, stated by the creators.
Dang.
Throughout the years, a lot
What is? That's AI. Can someone explain the actual scale? I'm not reading that. That's AI.
of people have been really confused on
that the
Alien
reboot?
X's power, with people initially thinking he was omnipotent and
Look at the
unbeatable,
goat.
to now people just believing he's some universe-creating merchant and
What?
that's all he can really do. However, I'm going to be throwing my hat into the ring and
Is that what he
basically
looked
saying
like?
that
Nobody
both
answered
sides
me
are
last
wrong,
time.
and that Alien X is actually a pretty powerful character, all things considered,
Greatest of all time.
even when comparing him to other fictional verses like DC, Marvel, Dragon Ball, and etc.
Wait, what?
However,
Dragon Ball?
does he actually solo fiction and your favorite verse? Now, like I said,
You did not just put Alien X versus
Alien X
Donkey
is not
Kong.
only
I
the most
might
powerful
smack you,
alien
Tyler.
within Ben 10's roster, but is a part of the most
Donkey Kong
powerful
can't even
race
be
within
Ben
the
in his human
series.
form.
This is primarily due to Alien X being a celestial sapien, a race within the Ben 10 multiverse that can warp and bend reality at their will. I'm talking these guys with just their thoughts alone can create or even destroy entire universes to potentially even multiverses.
That's
Ben
crazy
10's
still.
universe consists of alien
Look at Ben
races that
23.
exist well beyond a three-dimensional scale. For example, the Quantumania. The Quantumania exist on a fifth-dimensional plane and you can't actually perceive their real form, which is why Ben perceives them as Mr. Smoothie. And we know as well, due to the Quantumania being fifth-dimensional beings, they can't breach barriers beyond that dimensional plane, such as sixth-dimensional and above. However, with just a sliver of celestial sapien DNA, Ben 10 is able to breach a barrier beyond their dimensional plane and cut it like it's nothing. And considering we have statements of Ben's universe and multiverse being infinite in size,
How big is the Ben 10 universe is in?
this would mean Alien X would be someone capable of breaching sixth-dimensional barriers and even dimensional planes well beyond that. However, we do know in Ben 10 there are beings within the universe that exist within the 26th dimension. And
It's crazy how the creator of Ben 10, I think he's rest in peace now, but you could just hit him up and like it don't even have to be true, but since he's the creator, he could literally say anything he want that day. Oh, is this? Yeah, of course, yeah. He could just say yes. That's so good. I would love to be in that position that anything I say related to Ben 10 is true.
These beings are called the Nologians, and we know that the Nologians are just blatantly weaker than the Celestial Sapiens, which makes sense considering the Nologians are not combat related. And if Alien X already was able to breach barriers well beyond the likes of the Quantumania, who aren't combat related either, then what's stopping beings who exist on the 26th dimensional plane being stopped by Alien X as well? And I mean, given the fact that even in later events within the series, like for example, threats like Agrigor want to obtain a baby Celestial Sapien's power, as that would virtually make him unstoppable, including the likes of the Nologians and Quantumania. So all I am saying is that the Celestial Sapiens are the most relevant alien race in terms of power, whereas the Nologians and Quantumania, who exist within the 5th and 26th dimensional plane. Now, in Alien X's first introduction, it was already stated he can alternate reality and bend it to his will, just as long as the three personalities.
It's crazy that they let him do that when he first appeared.
You see, within every Celestial Sapien, there are three personalities. There's Serene, who represents love and compassion, Bellicus, who is rage and aggression, and then there's Ben, who acts as reason. This was ultimately Alien X's one drawback and the reason why Ben does not just use Alien X to solve every situation, because if he could use him, he definitely could do this.
Thank you, bro. People always say, why don't he just use Alien X, bro? He can't.
So that
I mean, he
speaks to
can,
more
but he
so of
can't.
Ben 10's
I mean, he
character,
can, but he
which
can't.
is not really the video for this, so let me just stay on topic here. Now, if the personalities don't agree, Alien X's body just kind of stands there, and he's practically invulnerable, so it's not like he's going to be taking damage or anything, but Ben can't do anything either. It's literally just gonna be Ben standing as this PNG I'm showing you on the screen, this stupid ass pose.
Bro.
Now, Ben eventually gets everybody on the same page, and
I bet not
ultimately
get
ends
hit
up
for that.
reversing the damage done and stopping the massive flood. And after these events, Alien X would not appear for a long time, as Ben would swear to never use him again. Surprisingly though, Ben would not use him until a whole series later, which is in Ultimate Alien, when they're trying to figure out where the Forge of Creation is. However, even after Ben dreaded using Alien X and decided,
if they ever bring Ben 10 back, they need to make him use Alien X at least once every 17 episodes.
to reluctantly use him so
That's bad cap.
desperately
That's bad
after
cap. Don't
already
listen to
having
me.
a horrible encounter with the other two personalities, this encounter would unironically be worse. They would not be able to tell them where exactly it is, and they would see Paradox entering the realm that Alien X's personalities are in, and we would see Bellicus actually considering sending Paradox to the Shadow Realm due to him being within 500 light years of a celestial sapien, which apparently even that in itself is an intergalactic crime, but Ben just reverts back to normal to avoid all that. It's a good thing Ben dodged those intergalactic lawsuits. Hopefully this will not come back to bite him. Sure.
Bro.
Right, guys? Even though this alien
He
has
knows
been shown
ball.
technically twice in the series he's introduced in, I believe him to be one of Ben's best characterized aliens, unironically. It's not really normal for us to get dedicated episodes with specific aliens, so even in just the one episode we got back in Alien Force, there's so much to say already. Ben
Spectrum is helping build America. With 100% US-based...
Ben being the voice of reason between these two almighty beings perfectly suits him well
Look at
here,
Ben.
considering he's a human with these extra-dimensional aliens at his disposal. And I'm not gonna lie, when you're watching the episode, you really feel for Ben here, because
Look at the Ultimatrix.
is this alien so powerful, so OP and broken, yet the two people who pretty much hold the controls for this alien are losers. It goes to show you that even despite him being so powerful and having an alien that can legit create universes with his thoughts, the best strength Ben has,
he just
is
looks
himself.
cool.
And so
I don't know why,
this
this space texture just looks dope, especially in Alien Force.
Since these two, well, do nothing but argue, is a really neat detail here. He wouldn't make his appearance once again until a whole other series later, that being, of course,
He really only pop up like once or twice every series.
Now, in Omniverse, we get to see Alien X actually pop off and really do some cool stuff here, which is one of the few positives I'll give to this series. He manages to recreate
Few positives? What you mean,
making
Tyler?
some permanent changes within the
Don't
timeline
do this
after
to
a
me.
bomb managed to wipe everything out called the Annihilarg. And when I'm talking this legit wiped out everything, I mean everything. And after Ben once again yapping with these two and arguing a bit, he finally can create his universe. And this would actually lead into him going on a intergalactic trial due to him causing such ridiculous changes within the multiverse. And fun fact, it's stated that the Celestial Sapiens actually were responsible for the change in art style within the Ben 10 series.
That was funny.
Yeah, this alien is so strong, he is legit changing the damn art style. Do you know how stupid that sounds? Now, while Ben is trying to beat this multiversal court case, he's actually given an option. If he can beat one of their champions in combat, then he's free to go. And I think it's so genius that they allowed Alien X to combat another Celestial Sapien, because Ben doesn't have to just know you or nuh-uh delete him. He actually has to try and put in the effort. And we actually get to see Alien X finally fight in an all-out brawl. He's shown the ability to make clones that are as strong as himself, make massive energy constructs, and aura farm like a damn champion. He'd absolutely mog on this gladiator with zero effort and beat the case, leading into him probably committing the worst case of bullying I've ever seen in the series. Now, in this Omniverse arc, I don't even want to talk about the specifics, but long story short, Ben gets access to Alien X once again. And
hold on, I don't like this Omniverse hate that I feel like you're breaching off to me. Don't do this to me, Tyler. Your Ben 10 card is on the line.
Full of fodder. I'm talking, this is a legit hydrogen bomb versus a room full of coughing babies. Man, I'm just gonna show it on screen. Alien X is just going absolutely ham on these guys. He's straight up pulling a Magneto on these guys. Now, like I mentioned earlier within the video, partial Celestial Sapien DNA was enough to breach a 6-dimensional construct. And weaker aliens can even absorb energy that can threaten the entire universe itself. I mean, we have aliens like Clockwork just reversing the effects of a time bomb that was going to collapse every single dimension within the Ben
Clockwork's
10
overpowered.
cosmology. I've already mentioned this in multiple videos, but not only is the universe infinite in size, but so is the Ben 10 multiverse. The fact that even weaker aliens are able to just absorb these universe-wiping levels of energy is ridiculous in itself. And it's not like they're conventionally just destroying regular-sized universes. No, these guys are dimensional tiers above what it takes to destroy universes.
Right.
And yet these aliens are completely inferior to the likes of Alien X's power. So I know I just kind of like went on a little side rant there about Alien X's
Okay,
power,
Tyler,
but it's just
I
kind
like
of
this.
frustrating to me as a Ben 10 fan to see people just blatantly lie about his scaling.
So you are a Ben 10 fan. See, that's all I need to hear. Did he say that last time? I don't even know. That's all I need to hear, man. So that means every time I tune into a Ben 10 video, I'm going to react to your other Ben 10 related videos too soon. I better hear nothing but great things about Ben. It gets serious out here. And I didn't like that tone of voice when you were starting to hate on Omniverse a little bit.
And say
Don't
things
do this
like
to me.
Alien X is only
You're a goat.
universal at best, and he's maybe 3 times universal. It's super cringe when you're watching a series and you just see people being dishonest about what's actually shown on screen. But
Right.
yeah, threats to Ben 10's universe and multiverse are just a lot more impressive than conventionally threatening a baseline universe or multiverse. And yet, no matter the threat to the timeline, Alien X has yet to find a rival or even somebody close to his power, and is an alien so beyond comprehension that you can't even stack an ultimate on this. Remember, the Ben 10 Ultimatrix feature is pretty much throwing an alien in the hyperbolic time chamber plus the gravity chamber and giving
He knows
him
Dragon
what-
Ball too.
He doesn't need that. Anything that he wants to happen, he can make happen. Ben, as a hero, morally isn't obligated to always use Alien X in every situation because, as Grandpa Mech said, it is not the Ben move. Ben is somebody who gives the villain second chances, he shows his humanity, that is his superpower. But just as Kevin put it in Ultimate Alien, Alien X could blink and you would be gone.
That's goated, man. Mr. Tyler, you didn't disappoint me again. You are inspirational. I'm so glad you scared me last time with the Invincible one. I swear that was you. I'm not dreaming. But again, make sure if you made this far, make sure you like and sub up, man, and give me any other Ben 10 reaction related stuff y'all want me to see, man. And I'll catch y'all.